Hey guys, happy Saturday. I'm filming my weekly wrap up on Friday per usual, and I guess we will just get started. So I had a few things I wanted to kind of talk about, a few things to show you, but I thought I would do kind of like some little mini reviews on some of the stuff I bought from the Sephora sale, because the sale will still be going on when you're watching this in case there was any of these things you wanted to pick up or you were curious about. I'm not going to talk about everything that I picked up because a lot are pretty true, you know, same thoughts. Okay, first off is the Pharmacy Green Clean Makeup Melt Away Cleansing Balm. I did use this last night, and first off I want to say when I hold the jar it feels very lightweight. A lot of cleansing balms are really dense and heavy, and I did notice this in the jar that it was pretty light, and I did take a decent little amount, but I just wanted to go ahead and get plenty so I didn't have to dip my finger in it twice. But it's a very, I don't know how to describe it, not whipped, but just like light consistency. It's very soft, and as soon as I started melting it on my face, it like melted down like that. Like it was almost just oil so fast. I don't know if that is going to make any sense, especially if you're not a cleansing balm person. Like say the Clinique cleansing balm, for example. It's really thick, and as you melt, yeah, it you know, liquefies, but it takes a little bit of work. And this, it's like almost instantly it turned into oil. So that's nice because it's just very easy to use like that. And I gave myself a decent little facial massage, and it emulsified, it rinsed clean, it seemed to take off all my makeup really well. So I was very pleased because I had heard that the Pharmacy cleansing oil did not emulsify. You had to use a washcloth to remove it, and I don't really like having to do that. I mean, if a cleanser's great, I will, but I like it to be able to emulsify with water on its own, and that's just a personal preference. But so far, I really do like it. And you get 3.2 ounces. I can't remember how much the Clinique one gets, but this one is probably fairly comparable in cost. The Clinique one is probably cheaper, but so far I liked it. Okay, if you did not read my description box down below on my haul, then you wouldn't know, but the Marc Jacobs Love Buzz lip gloss I did return. It was just, to me, on me, it was terribly frosty. The Jouer Skinny Dip lip topper, if you were to apply that like full on, it would definitely look frosty, but if you just apply it sparingly, it looks like a really pretty lip topper. But the Love Buzz was just, I just didn't like it. I did not like it, so I did return it. I did exchange it for something, which I'll show in a minute. And then one other item that I am going to return, which really makes me sad, is the Cover FX Illuminating Setting Spray. And I will tell you why. Well, first off, the mist, as I showed you in the video, I'm not going to squirt it anymore. Well, I guess I could. You have to shake it really well. It has one of those like mixers, but the mist is so fine. I don't know if you can tell that when you spray it on your skin, I got some in my mouth, it's so fine, like I didn't feel like I was getting anything on my skin, which I know I was, because later this setting spray, it didn't feel like it set my makeup. I didn't feel like it gave me a glowy look. I felt like it was a shimmer spray or a glitter spray. Later I looked and I had shimmer particles, glitter particles, whatever you want to say, all over my face, which I didn't necessarily mind, but that wasn't what I wanted. That new Lancome setting powder, the loose one, provides the same effect to me because it leaves like little shimmer particles on your face. So I didn't need this. That Tatcha Dewy Skin Mist leaves your face like a really dewy look. Excuse me. And that's what I wanted with this. It didn't do that. It just was like a shimmer spray. So, you know, I thought to myself it would be good for my little, for Quinlan's dance recital, like to put on her face and shoulders, you know. So if you were looking for something like that, if your little kids are into dance or pageants or whatever, that may be something. It could be really pretty on your legs. It's just not what I wanted. Okay. I'm not like I said, I'm not going to talk about everything because I don't think that's completely necessary. Okay. NARS Bumpy Ride Blush. I'm wearing it today by itself. I don't know how well it's showing, but I really, really like this. It's kind of, it just gives you like a little bit of a brighter look. My makeup's been on for a few hours now, so I don't know how true it looks, but I'm still really pleased with this. Okay. The product I exchanged the Love Buzz for, which I ended up having to pay a little bit for it. I watched Chelsea Gary. I think that's how you say her last name. And she's had that friend of hers do a few videos with her lately. And the friend in the first video, I just kept thinking her cheeks and highlight are so pretty over and over. And I guess I didn't really pay attention to what she was wearing. And so when they did their wish list video, her friend was saying, you have to get this highlight. And it had looked so pretty on her. So I thought, you know, I'm exchanging it. I'm going to pay a little bit more. Let me get it. And I'm wearing it today. I don't know how well it's picking up. The light is on this side, so it always makes this cheek look a little brighter. So if it looks a little much, don't be scared. But it is the Dior Skin Nude Air Illuminizer in 002. This is the box it comes in, and this is the pink one. But it's not overly pink. I don't know how well that's going to pick up. It is just, it's such a pretty light pinky highlight. It definitely has like, every time I do this I can't see it, and then when I watch it later I see it. It's a very, what I would say, natural highlight. It's not too much. It's not like bam in your face like the Becca ones. You could probably build it up and make it, you know, as bright as you want. But I'm really pleased with it. I think it's just so pretty, and I don't know, I have gotten like the highlight bug, the bronzer bug. I've gotten the makeup bug lately. Like, I want all the makeup. I'm still even like kind of wanting the Anastasia Nicole Guerrero highlight palette. Even though I hear it's glittery, it just looks pretty. And I don't have any Anastasia highlighters. And I like her products, so I feel like, you know, I would like it. Okay. I need to get going. I'm trying not to make these weekly videos so long. Okay, a few things here. I picked up these eye masks, like the eye gels, on Amazon because a lady I follow on Instagram talked about them. They're the To Go Spa Eyes, Ice Water Eyes. I think they actually have a few different versions. It's a 3-pack for around $8. So if you wanted to try some under eye masks, give these a try. I did one set of them the other day, and they seemed as comparable to a lot of the other ones I use. Then this was a purchase. I had talked about these 7 Wonders masks by Leaders in the Mediterranean Olive Brightening before. They used to be at Ulta, and then they took them out of the store, but they still carry them online. And each one of these retails for $6. But sometimes they have buy one get one free. And that's, I mean, that's a good deal. So they're about $3 a piece. I got this box of 10 for $24. So that breaks it down to $2.40 a mask. So if you are curious about these, I know I told one of you to check on there because you were going to pick some Leaders up at Ulta. Check there because I love this mask. And it's one of the gel ones that's sandwiched. When you take it out, if you get these, there's a piece of the film on one side and another piece on the other side. And it's like a jelly piece in the middle. So be sure to take out both sides. I didn't do that the first time I ever used it. And it was disappointing when I found that out. But I do really like these for sheet masks. Okay, another thing. I got this as a gift with purchase. It's a Jo Malone scent. It is Mimosa and Cardamom. And I'm showing it to you now because this Sephora sale is going on. I was just going to save it for my favorites, but I was like, you know, in case anybody's curious, at least they could save 15%. And, okay, I do not like anything floral. Floral stuff, the second it is sprayed, it gives me an instant headache every time. But I decided to spray this the other day. I'll like spray a scent in the bathroom, kind of away from me, and do that to see if I like it. And I instantly fell in love. Like, it was real love. I mean, like, there's obviously a little bit of a floral note, but something about it is kind of cozy. It's a soft scent. Oh, it smells so good. When I use this up, I'm going to have to buy the full size. So, if you like scents similar to me, this is something you may want to check out. And if you want one of these little bottles, check eBay. You can get samples on there. You can get these little bottles. That's really a place to look if you're curious. But I just had to say this in case it's something you've been curious about and you like scents similar to me. Because I always kind of want a floral scent. When people talk about them, they just sound so like pretty and feminine and girly. And you know, I love my super sweet scents that are obviously very little girly. And then I love my warm, ambery musk scents, which are beautiful. I love them. But sometimes I want something that just, I don't know, like when you're dressed up, spraying something like this on you and you're just feminine. You know what I mean? Light. Spring and summer, I always want something lighter, but I don't like florals. So I just had to share this with you. You'll be seeing this in my April favorites, just to let you know, because I'm just crazy about it. Those Jo Malone scents, they're so simple, but good. So, okay. One more thing that's kind of new. This was a lot. Okay. So the Wayne Goss brushes, everybody and their mom talks about the airbrush brush. So I had signed up to be notified when it came back in stock. And this week I got the notification. So I instantly was like, I have to get it. I don't even know if it's still in stock. So I got it in the mail, and this is it. And I thought I would compare it to my 02 brush. This one is more like overall tapered, like, I don't know what I'm doing. That was stupid. And I was wrinkling my forehead. And I love this to set my under eye powder. So I got this. The softness is amazing in case you are unfamiliar with his brushes. What do you use this for? I could use it for setting my under eye powder. I could use it for highlight. I guess you could use it for setting, or you could use it for blush. But if you have this brush, what do you use it for? Because I want to, you know, maximize the potential. But, so anyways, I was really happy with that. Okay. Two more things I wanted to touch on. Okay, first off, I want to say this, and it is not because I think anybody is, targeting me, but I mentioned a bunch of times my distaste with Ulta. And all I want to do is like defend myself. Not that anybody has said anything, but I did get a comment on my video last night saying, you know, they like Ulta because the people there are nice, unlike Sephora. And I want to like Ulta. My Ulta is not super old. I mean, it's a few years old. I live in a nice town, so it's in a nice area. But, okay. The other day I decided to go in because I had gotten an email saying that certain brands were 5 times the points. And I'm always trying to like maximize the Ulta points. And there was a Shea Moisture Body Scrub that I was going to pick up, and I could use like the $3.50 off of 10 or 15, sorry, coupon. I'd have to get something else and get 5 times the points. Well, they had one on the shelf, which this is always the case. The inner seal was pulled back, and you could tell that somebody had dug their finger in the body scrub. Well, hell no, I don't want that. So then they had the Sea Booth Ginger Body Scrub is actually really good. And me and my friend Lauren were talking about it, and I was like, I'll get one while I'm here. Why not? They had 2 on the shelf. And I always like to make sure that one hasn't been touched. So if there's like an inner seal, I'll open the, like I'll unscrew the lid and make sure the seal's intact. I don't ever like open the seal. Anyways, both of the Ginger Body Scrubs had been opened and there was fingerprints, you know, like scooped out. I realized that is not necessarily my Ulta's fault. That is the nasty people that are shopping there that are messing with the body scrubs. But it's like, but I'm not going to, I can't buy anything there. I don't like to go there. When you go to the high-end section, okay, like for example, there for a while, the Becca Mineral Powder I wanted to try. Well, They only had out like 2 testers. They didn't even have all the testers out. This is how it is with everything. When I check the stock of the store, say like the Tarte Shape Tape, it will say they have stuff in stock, and you go, it is not even on the shelf. And you go ask the person, they're like, oh, we got it in, we just haven't put it out. And I realize they're probably busy. However, they never have put anything out. If they're out of stock of something, I could go for weeks and they never have it. It's just like that with everything they have. So I would love to shop there more than I do. I really would. They have a great point system. I could be platinum. I could get the 20% off. Last year, yeah, I had done really well with my points. I got the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette with my points. I mean, there's like good things that they have, but it's just stuff like that. I wanted to try the Pacifica Cherry Cleansing Milk. They had one. It had been opened because I saw some pumped out of it or sprayed out of it or whatever. It's just stuff like that. And they recently have changed management, but it's been like a year. Because I had actually called the Ulta number to complain, and they said that they had gotten a lot of complaints about that store. It changed management. They're like, give it some time. I mean, it's just not any better. So, I don't know. And there is another Ulta about 25 minutes away from me. And if I'm over that area, I'll go in there, and I love it. It is good. It is clean. It's just like mine. Literally, they never have testers of stuff. If they even do have a tester, it's never in the right spot. The new products are swatched. I mean, you'll look at a lipstick and it's been used. It's a new one in a box. It's infuriating. So, I just wanted to say that. And then the whole shipping issue, at least Sephora gives you the chance to pay for flash shipping so that you can do that. If Ulta Platinum members, even if they would give them like $1 shipping, say $1.99 or anything, I think people would be more apt to order, because it's just rare that I want to spend a $50 order without a discount. So anyways, that's my beef with Ulta. I just wanted to say that. Okay, lastly, I wanted to ask you guys, my eyes bother me, about some ingredients, because I know some of you are ingredient people. I've had a bunch of foundations or primers that would break me out, and I kind of like figured it out that they had silicones. You know, I would look at it and I'd be like, oh, it's silicone, that's why. Because a lot of primers break me out, and they're, you know, very heavy on the silicones. That Aborian BB cream broke me out. It has silicone. And my friend Lauren, we were talking, and she was like, well, what doesn't have silicones, foundation-wise? I was like, well, all of mine that I use. And I started looking. Nope. Every foundation I use, except for the Lancome stick, has dimethicone, but it has some form of silicone because it says cone. It starts with a T, I forget. So, I'm thinking, I know the Lancome stick does not break me out. I can use that every day, and it doesn't. But the past week, I've been alternating a bunch of my other foundations. And you probably saw in the Sephora VIB sale haul, I had a zit here. I had like a little breakout here. I'm just getting a few, so I don't know. Maybe it is the dimethicone in the others, and I hadn't used them consistently enough to see the breakouts. I don't know. So what ingredients, I know this is like so broad, but what ingredients do you know that are like really acne causing, that could be in that stuff? Like the primer, say that Urban Decay Optical Illusion Primer, the Aborian BB Cream. And I guess like I could go through the list and read all the ingredients, but that like gives me a headache to think about. So those of you that are really, you know, ingredient savvy, maybe you could help me out. I thought I would ask. So that is all. This is probably a long video again. If you are still shopping the VIB sale, tell me what you picked up. I keep waiting on people to post haul videos. I'm getting kind of whiny about it because it's Friday, and I think I've seen one posted by somebody, and I want to watch some haul videos in case there's anything last minute I want to pick up. I realize some people have to wait on their stuff in the mail, but if you shopped in store, post it so I can see before Monday's over. So anyways, that's all for now. I will see you guys next week. Bye.